Hello and welcome to this English version of the pivot mounting here in Denmark. We have chosen a very nice rainfall day for the first operation. I'll just show you what we've been doing today. Here you see the pipes been put out to the fields. The crew is here behind, putting out the boxes, iron, pipes, etc. to the field. The pivot will be 400 meters plus long, so it's a fairly big machine. Right here we have the center, and here we're going to mount the center. Out of the ground we see the pipe for the water, and the power will be coming up here, and on this concrete platform we will mount the center. So over the next 8-9 days you can follow me here and see. Hello and welcome to the English version of the pivot mounting here in the south of Denmark. We are here on day 2, and at the moment it's not raining, but it's been raining all morning. I'd like to show you a little what we've been doing today. First of all, we have put together all the pipes. The pivot is built off of 6-meter pipes. You see here a 6-meter pipe. It's all bolted together here with bolts, and in between you have a ceiling. Also at the same time you mount here angle iron, and underneath them you will have a piece of round iron. All this is mounted on the pivot here, and today we will also here mount a plastic angle. This is where the water will come to the field from here. You will see that later. So once you've put all this together, you start lifting with a telehandler and you start mounting it together. We can see here the crew are working hard to get it done. We'll just go a little closer and we can see the angle iron is like the construction of this span. Okay, we'll go a little closer and have a look. This is how it looks like once it's put together. Construction. A span is 60 meters, and at the moment we have done 1, 2 and working on number 3. We have in total 7 spans, so we still got a fair bit to do. Alright, this is all for today. Hope you will join again tomorrow. Welcome to the English version of pivot mounting day 3 in Denmark. Today we luckily didn't have any rain, but we had a lot of wind. I'll just walk you through today's operation to show you what we've done today. We're starting right at the end of the machine. This is the overhang at the last span, the corner span, and we have 29 meters of overhang, and then we have an end gun here. So the end gun will shoot about 30-35 meters, and the overhang is 30 meters, so that's another 60 meters we had out here at the end. Also here we will have nozzles for each 3 meters. They will be mounted hopefully tomorrow. We'll just walk in here and have a look what's happening. At the last set of wheels for the corner, they will be mounted here. So this is kind of like the edge of the field. This is where the wheels will come. In the main pipe we're getting the water for the nozzles. Then we will send some water into a booster pump which is under here. The booster pump will make extra pressure in this pipe, and it will go out all the way to the end gun which is mounted out here. The end gun need extra pressure to shoot this 35 meters. So that's how it works. This is the last span. This is the span number 7. It's the corner span. It's 60 meters like the other spans. On the other side you see the other span which we have finished up today as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and behind the trees with the telehandler at the end. So that's where the center will be. The guys have almost made it today, just a few left. The sun will go down in 20 minutes, half an hour. So the last thing we will do today is just mount the center down at the other end before it will be end of the day. So thank you very much for watching. I hope we'll see you again tomorrow. Bye. Welcome to day 4 at the pivot mounting here in Denmark. At the moment it's not raining, but I can promise you this morning it was hailing, snowing and raining. So today's operation I will just take you through. First we have put on the wheels, the gearbox and the motor on each span. This is what you see here. And after we have done that, we lift each of the span up in each end. Here with the telehandler here, and this end we then lift up and couple together here. This is I cannot show you yet now because we've just finished, but in the Danish version of the film you will be able to see it. It's fairly simple. The span is held together. Right in here you have a connection point and a piece of pipe, and this is how the two spans are coupled together. This is how the water goes from one span to another. So you couple them together, and this is the drive tower. You have the construction here. You have an electric motor in the middle that will drive each of the gearboxes on the side. So today's operation has been putting all the wheels, all the gearboxes, all the motors on the first 6 span and then couple them together. This is what we've done here. Now we have just one span, the corner span, left over. Right now the guys are ready to get instructions for the next job. Alright, have a nice day. See you again tomorrow. Hello and welcome to the English version of pivot mounting day 5 in Denmark. As you can see today, the sun is out. It's not raining, it's not snowing, it's not a lot of wind. So that's beautiful. This morning we had -1, so all tools and most of our gear had a little ice on it. But now with the sun it's all gone and everyone is happy and working. I would like to show you what we're doing today on the operation. As you can see here, yesterday we finished the 6 first span on the machine. They are all upstanding, and the last span is the corner span. That's not done yet, but this is the corner span, the 60 meters you see here. This corner span will be, I think, mounted on the rest of the pivot tomorrow, but today's operation is mainly getting the steering, the motors for the corner span build up. It's a fairly big operation. There's a lot of parts. We'll just walk around here and show you. Our colleagues from Austria is giving instructions to the local technicians. Right here you see this motor. This is the motor that will pull this wheel here, and you have also a motor on the other side for this wheel. Up underneath here you have also a motor and a gear, and this will be connected to each of these wheels here, and this will be the turning of the wheels. These wheels will turn this way, all depending on where is the corner located. The corner can have an angle. It can be in one straight line going out like this, but when the field is not big enough, the corner will have an angle in here. It's kind of hard to understand and hard to see, but I will add you a picture underneath the film where you can see the whole operation from above, from the sky, and it will give more sense to you then. So hopefully we will finish mounting the corner and the steering system today, and then tomorrow we can connect the corner system to the rest of the pivot so that we can get the machine up and running. Yes. I think that's all for today. Hope that you will follow us again tomorrow, and have a nice day. Bye bye. Hello and welcome to day 6 at the mounting of the pivot here in Denmark. Actually we are at day 7, but only for mounting at day 6. Yesterday it was Saturday and it was raining very badly all day. And since we are at the moment just doing electric installations, we choose to take the day off. Today it's a lot better, still very cold, but it's okay. So today's mounting is mainly about electric, and I've chosen to take my drone along, and I will send that to the air to show you the machine a little from the top. Hello and welcome to the English version of pivot mounting day 7 in Denmark. Today it's freezing cold, it's windy, it's raining, and we have put on our winter gloves and winter cap. So I'll just take you through today's operation. We have just started up the pivot. We are running at the first meters. This was where we started. And now we need to run the pivot in manual mode for one full round. And this is how the pivot know the way next time. So it will run a full round. It will be adjusted by my colleagues manually when it should be out and when it should be in. The pivot is running 140 meters an hour at the maximum. That means that one full round, 360 degrees, will take about 17 hours. So my two BAUER colleagues here, they have a little bit of work still to do in the field before they can go back home. The water we will put on in the spring. There's no need for water at this time of the year. At the same time, for the test run, the farmer is also out in the field, and we'll just have a look at what he is doing. Before we started mounting this pivot, the farmer had cut down his trees, which is the edge between the fields. He cut them down to about 1.5 meters. And now when we are coming through with the pivot, he will make a hole in the fence so the pivot can run through. So that's what he is doing at the same time while we're doing the test run. So here the pivot will come through, and he is preparing the next set of wheels to come through the fence. We can hear the chainsaw in the background. Yes, here we see it. Miserable weather, not very nice for pivot installation, but I guess this is how winter is in Scandinavia. Thank you for joining. We'll see you back again tomorrow. Bye bye. Welcome to the English version of pivot building in Denmark. Today it will be our last film so far. We are almost done at mounting this pivot here in Denmark. I'll just show you a little around. So at the moment the machine is running. We can see it on the red lights, and way out there you can see that the corner is at the moment folded. We are running the first run in the field. That will be done manually. That means that you will do a track all the way around the field. So my two colleagues will be out there with a remote control to do the first round of the pivot. It's a little hard to see the extended or folded corner arm. So in the comment field beneath the film, below the film, I will put some pictures from above so you have an idea of how it look like. Just a little about our center tower. I told a little about it before, but now we've finished mounting it, so I'll just show you again the function and what we have here. We have two blue valves down here. The first valve is our flow valve. This will measure the flow of the machine during the season, so we can register how much water we will bring out in total for this machine. The next one is our pressure valve. Means that if we have higher pressure on this side, it could be 8 bar, 10 bar, all depending on the system. This one will reduce our pressure down to about 2 bars going into the machine, because that's all we need here. Also, it's a shut-off valve, so this will start and stop the flow of water into our machine. Just above here we have a manual meter where we can also visible see how much pressure we got into the system. The water will go through the pipe up and go into the pivot system. Above here on the top we have a little GPS antenna and some electric installations up here. So from here the water will go into the field. Also, we have got mounted our control box, and I'll just open it so we can have a look inside. We have start stop of the whole machine. This is the main power. We have some safety buttons and manual buttons we can run the machine. Normally you will run the machine with your app, so you don't need to go into here. The screen tells us where is the arm at the moment. The arm is out here exactly at 159 degrees. This is our parking position, and since this is just a test run we are doing, we are irrigating by 0 millimeters. This here will later be divided into pieces in the field, all depending on what kind of crop we have in the field. This I will show you in the spring when we get water on the system. Then it will make more sense to you to see this. That's about it from the field this week. It's been nice doing some films and mounting of the pivot. It's also been very cold and very wet. I hope you enjoy watching, and we'll be back with more films soon on the BAUER Facebook. Have a great day.